Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues, Everton 2, Manchester United 2. This is the instant match reaction. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 subs before the end of the season. That'll be great. Hopefully before the end of a few games that I can possibly do some watch-alongs. That'll be great. Yeah, how's that not a pen? I'm sorry, it's a pen. It's a pen. I don't know what more. Listen, there's cause for like young diving. Players don't get half the decisions because the referees are so fucking shite. Players have to exaggerate something a little bit more. They're not necessarily diving. They're not literally not having a touch of contact and then falling all over. You know, all these Liverpool and United fans now just laughing at us and whatever and celebrating a draw now and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, you just get corrupted this time, all this kind of shit. You know, when you see like the likes of Jota the other day, just not even taking not even getting touched at all and dives the way he does, which he's done millions of times. Our player, Ashley Young, has a bit of a reputation to kind of over-exaggerate and flop and dive and swan dive, whatever people want to call it. He's been grabbed twice when the ball is... Now, in my head, I'm going, I'd rather you just fucking go for it and try and score. And, you know, that's always been me. But the fact he's been grabbed twice and his arm's been tugged as well, which has not been shown on VAR, it's beckoned beyond belief. This is actually embarrassing. This is the top sport in the world. This is known to be the top league in the world, the best league in the world. Millions of people watch it every week, yet they can't. Honestly, there's a whole association with refereeing, and everyone else who doesn't seem to be a referee seems to have a better thought of mind and a better clearer view on what should be fixed in refereeing and VAR. There should be audio right away. Why is it privatised? They're not taught. They don't discuss why they think it's not a penalty or should be a penalty or whatnot. Why is this not? Given to the viewers who are just sitting there not knowing what's going on, and then you can come out with a little blank statement on Twitter or whatever at the end of it, and just that's it. We move on. It sounds it's corruption. It's corruption, and it's not. It doesn't just happen to us. It happens to a lot of other teams in the league. But it does seem that I'm talking. It seems to be favouring the top six, and it's so annoying. Like every time we seem to have like a big penalty call against these bigger teams at our ground. It just doesn't seem to happen. And it's controversial or not, doesn't seem to happen. You know, if that was at Old Trafford, I'm sorry, it's given all day. It's given all day. And the fact that United are in the position they are, the money they make for the league, the historic nature of the club, yada, yada, yada. I do believe there's a slight side to it that the people get down their ears, you know, favour these teams who bring a lot in the Premier League. Now, United, to me, are still not going down. They're just not going down. It's not just because of the size of the club. They've got a better team than what they're producing. The team's not great, but they're better than 15th. And it's just infuriating that it's not being given. I celebrated when it happened, when the foul was given, and then I celebrated after it. If that's not a pen, then why is Ashley Young not being booked? If he's simulating a dive, why is he not being booked? Please tell. There's no logistic reasoning behind not giving that penalty. It's not clear and obvious as well. He's not dived and not like got any contact with it. Two players grabbing hold of him to stop him from knocking that ball in the back of the net because Onana can't fucking save anything properly. It's annoying and it's infuriating because it's just there's no repercussions from it. You just move on and crack on like it's whatever. Now listen, we could have not scored the penalty, it is what it is, but to the fact that we didn't get given it is a joke. Like the fact they didn't even show more than one angle is a joke. The way they slow things down to make it look less like a penalty than what it really is in real time. He did exaggerate the exaggerated the fall. Because a dive to me is when you don't actually get any contact. He's exaggerated the fall. because he's been held back twice, which has stopped him from moving to assist. He could have got that ball if he wasn't tugged or grabbed at all. And it seems to happen all the time. What is this thing now in penalty boxes where people are allowed to grab you around the waist? Like, our players sometimes do it as well. And I was just like, why is this all of a sudden being allowed in football and not being punished for it? It's ridiculous. It's an unfair advantage to the attacker, and it's a joke. And the way it carried on, getting longer and longer, I was going, he's gonna go to the monitor. And again, it's a waste of time, the monitor. Why is he not going, no, that's my decision on the field. That doesn't look clear and obvious. It's like a pantomime. They do it like to pretend corruption isn't happening, and they try and bend the ways round to making a decision. It's an actual farce. And the fact is, and I'll get into the actual performance in a bit, Maguire is having a go, like that, it's not a penalty and all this kind of stuff. His 2 dives were way worse. I think he had 2 in the box. Correct me if I'm wrong, if it was someone else, or maybe it wasn't outside the box. I don't know, in the box. But one of them was definitely in the box. He tried to claim a pen. He barely got touched at all. Like, not even touched, nowhere near the extent Ashley Young was grabbed and his shirt pulled. Nothing like it, and he dives on the floor. But then moans about it when it happens to him. Like, it's contradicting little bastard. Like, he is shite, Maguire. He is shite. You've seen it for the second goal. He's just, I fucking can't stand him. It's just, and the amount of fouls as well that we did compared to United, other type of fouls. Yeah, I think we booked way more than them. I can't recall, but it felt like they just wasn't getting booked at all for anything in terms of their fouls. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy performance by the referee. But the game itself, we started off great. First half was great, pressurising on them. Something I've seen a lot of fans of Manchester United before the game with their match previews, and they thought if Everton play the way they play, pressurise, be physical, whatever. And if United don't match it, then Everton are going to punish them, and which we did. And it was, like I said, we got 2 goals. Absolutely terrible defending by United. Absolutely terrible. And Everton capitalised on it. About 6 times they had the chance to clear that ball from the box, and they couldn't because they're weak. And then it comes on to Beto. Could have even got offside for that. They even tried to scam us with that, where it was nowhere near offside. He's behind, he lit. They're looking, I just don't understand what they're looking at. I was watching it going, I actually don't know. Even the commentary seemed confused what they're trying to look at. It was clear, it was a clear and obvious goal. But anyway, they like to drag that out and give United a bit more time and added on time to hopefully snatch a goal back or something. But yeah, it was a goal. Great finish by Beto. I don't know if he meant to hit in the ground, but listen, at the end of the day, if it goes to the back of the net, I couldn't give a shit. Deserved lead. We had a few chances throughout that first half. And then we got the second goal. Instead of a shot by someone, I can't even remember now because that penalty decision's really pissed me off. I think hit it against, like, straight at the saves it, but doesn't save it and palms it away. Just seems to save a lot of shots, and it goes straight in the middle. Like, he saves it straight in front of him, basically, and it's parries it straight in front of him. And yeah, terrible from him as well, from reacting to the ball in the air. And Maguire, absolutely terrible defended, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Experienced defender, apparently England's finest. Decore just nods it on, scores. And then yeah, just had a number of chances. United barely created a single thing. Looked way off the pace, looked way off it. And then Almiron, second half, at some point, I don't know if he'd done it at half time, brings on a few players. Garnacho, someone else, which is annoying me. I can't think. I think they brought a young lad on as well, like halfway through the second half, and Bruno Fernandes dropped a bit deep, and I don't know if he ran out of steam. I don't know if he just dropped back, because as Dave Moyes said in that post-match interview, that 2-0's a dangerous scoreline for any manager. So I doubt Moyes would have just gone, sit back now and see what happens. Because 65 minutes into that second half, 70 minutes into that second half, United pressed a lot more. They got more the ball about. They had more attacking positions. Created the very odd chance, nothing of note, which worried me at all. And they just get a bit of luck, don't they? Free kick. They get a free kick, which wasn't a free kick. Again. Bruno Fernandes hits it. Decore has his arms in the air. I don't understand why he's done that, honestly. Decore, you can't have your arms in the air. I know you've got to levitate and that, but your arms at the top of your head. I don't... Whatever. So that happens. They get a slice of luck with that. And then Fernandes always gets this club, Manchester United, out of jail. They're fucking jammy. And I love when United go and beat Liverpool, for instance. I like when United beat teams who when I need them to win, sometimes they do go and win games. When I want them to win, something like for our own benefit or against other teams' benefits. But when they play us, I can't fucking stand them because they're just jammy bastards. That 4-0. 4-0 because we made a whole lot of errors and we had Sean Dyche being as negative as fuck in a game when that team confidence was all over the place and we just gave them the win. And then at Goodison today, I just thought, even 2-0 I was going, why do I've got a little, I'm confident, but I've got a little slight fear that and we've missed some chances as well. Decore had one on a half volley, unlucky. Still think he could have placed it a bit better, maybe. I don't know. And then Beto had the header, which was, it was hard, to be honest. There wasn't much pace on the cross on that, and he had two men to beat. And then I think we had another chance as well. I can't recall. It just fell off, to be honest, because it's actually really annoyed me. How that game's kind of changed. And like I said, he scores a free kick. Pickford, to me, might have not saved. Everyone's going, he should have saved it. It was basically in the corner. It was a good shot. It had power on it. Sometimes, keepers do. It's not the natural kind of free kick most players do. They normally do it to the far post, to the near post in positions like that of a free kick. Obviously, Fernandes has done that type of free kick sometimes in his career, but you'd think that he was going to go on the other side and he put his weight on one foot, Pickford, and then beat him. But I feel like he still could have dived and attempted for it, and you just never know. And I thought Decore in that war as well. Decore has his moments, and then he just makes a whole lot of errors that can lead to a team scoring or getting back into the game. And him in between someone else as well, another Everton player, and they don't attack the ball when it comes at firing at them. It just literally goes past them. It's like, I don't know, I don't understand. But that's the only way they was ever going to score and get back into it, with some like a magical goal like that, or a goal that you wouldn't think would happen. And then it was just all United. Then it was back on the wall, and I was just like, oh, I'm just getting fucking. This is just horrible now. Even though I consider us not to be in a relegation battle now, even though you still have a bit of paranoia in your mind that it's only Everton to fucking go down in this position. You still just, you still want the best for your team, and I still want to keep this momentum going as long as possible, because we haven't had momentum in a very long time, and we have barely had any joy in the past number of years. So for us to have little bit of joy like this at the moment would have been great. And listen, we still haven't got beat. But at 2-1, I was just like, I just can't see us winning this game now. It's just, commentators kind of swing in ways. Sometimes they seem like they're in favour of, your own team doing well or getting back into the game or doing this or doing that. And they speak a lot more about us than other teams in some games. But I really felt in that game he was just trying to drive that goal for United. I feel like TNT Sports are trying to drive a goal for United. I understand it's for entertainment purposes as well, I get that, but you know, the amount of shots kept going back to Sir Alex Ferguson. I was like, are you really trying to fucking swing this into United's favour? I know it doesn't make a difference in reality, but it just felt with the feeling of us being 2-1 up and even 2-0, they're still trying to find a way of United getting back into it, where I was like, there's no fucking chance, like the way they're playing. And yeah, it happened. Ugarte scored. I don't think we got out quick enough when it come out to him. You know, under the pressure you are in, and we normally block them shots, we normally fucking throw our bodies on the line. It didn't feel like we did in that moment, and Ugarte scored. And all I could see then was from one winner from there. I just could not imagine us even having a chance, and we did until that. It just got a great chance. But they threw a lot of balls in the box, passing in behind, block crosses, block shots, whatever. Bruno Fernandes had a long-range effort tipped over the bar by Pickford. You know, you just see him at the edge of the box and you're like, oh, here we fucking go. He's going to score a fucking top corner, isn't he? Because he just gets them out of jail all the time. He always fucking performs against us. No matter how shit United are, Fernandes will just find a way to really perform. Because sometimes he gets caught in the terrible United performances and doesn't perform himself, or gets frustrated, lashes out, cries, all that kind of stuff. But for Everton, he seems like he's just got this belief that he's going to score against us or cause damage to us, and it fucking annoys me because it just does. He just irritates me. And that's it. I went on about the penalty for the first 6 minutes. I can't get over how annoying that is. Not guaranteed to score it. You know, not many players on the pitch who probably can take a penalty. You know, you're probably relying on Beto with his confidence, but you know, I don't really know how well he is at taking penalties. Don't know if he's ever been a proper penalty taker in any clubs he's been in. So there was still no guarantee, and you wouldn't have been surprised how fucking jammy United are if Fernando would have saved it or just fucking hit the post or something. So yeah, I really can't fucking stand playing United because they're just our bogey team. They always just seem to find a way with us, and it fucking annoys me. But nevertheless, if you still told me in this position, this is the position we'd be in, in like a month and a half ago, I would have fucking snatched your hand off. So I don't want to get too greedy, to be honest, but you know, you just can't help yourself. You want to keep the momentum going, you want to be happy, you know, you've seen better scoring again. You know, the team playing well in the first half. Like I said, massively dropped. Lindstrom went off, Ashley Young come on. I thought that made a massive difference. My dad was going, you know, maybe we should have put Alcaraz on and Jimmy Garner on the right. Maybe, I don't know. You know, Ashley Young's definitely not as effective as what Lindstrom has been like recently, and it's just annoying. We just lost our way. I thought he brought off the Corey to, I know you can have little spells in games and they can smother out. But from there, I think the whole team looked a bit, apart from the defence, you could say, all the midfielders to attackers looked tired. They looked like they ran out of a bit of steam. I felt like he could have brought on Alcaraz a bit sooner because he injects a bit of pace, a bit of aggression, the way he plays, a bit of tenacity, just some fresh legs. And like, I just thought he brought on him and Broomham too late. But like I said, you know, we still got a point. We haven't lost a game, even though it feels like we have. And you know what I mean, even if we haven't lost a game, it generally feels like we have still, because of the way we just collapsed in that 10 minutes of football. You know, to get them totally back into it, where they looked absolutely dead and buried, in my opinion. Like I said, they just got something over us. They could be the shittest team in the world, and they'll find a way to get at least something from the game. But anyway, we move on. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all for the match preview. Maybe on Monday. I think I'll do it for the Brentford game, which is not a fucking easy game at all, at the G-Tech. So I'll see you all then.